A common question that I get from people is like, is it okay to keep your horse in a stall? The question, or the answer rather, is it depends, right? So a lot of people will stall up horses or keep their horses in a stall, but those horses have to get regular exercise. You can't just keep a horse in a stall to live and not actually give them turnout maybe during the day, or exercise them, whether it's, sending them in the arena or riding that horse. Horses need to move in order to stay healthy. A sedimentary horse that's just kind of standing in a stall, you're going to find that they're going to have issues with their circulation. They're going to be more prone to having lameness issues, and they're just going to be frustrated, tired, groggy because they're not actually getting out there and doing work. So at my facility, I have a lot of different options for my horses. Some horses are what we call pasture horses, and they're out in the pasture. They get to roam acres and acres of land. Okay. Other horses I have, they're in paddocks, which is a smaller contained area, but there's still plenty of room. They can actually walk, trot, and canter in that paddock if they chose to. So they've got room to roll, all that kind of stuff. And then I have other horses that I do keep into a stall, especially if it's a new horse that's just coming, or a horse that I'm not sure I'm ready to introduce to the pasture horses, or next to another horse in a paddock where there's more accessibility. I might have them in a stall. But when they're in that stall, they're getting turnout. Their stalls are being cleaned regularly. They're getting fresh water. They've got free choice hay in front of them. I always have my stall horses on free choice hay so that they can keep their gut moving and eating. But again, I'm going to make sure that I manage their time in the stall very well so that they can be as healthy and safe as possible. So can you keep a horse in a stall? Absolutely. Lots of people keep horses in stalls all the time, but just make sure that you have an exercise regimen for that horse so that they do get turnout. They're made to be able to move, and they love to run and have space. Give them that opportunity at least once a day, if not twice a day if you're able, so that that horse doesn't drive themselves mad cooped up in a little stall. The other thing I'll add too is it's not necessarily the healthiest thing to just keep them in a stall, as far as just letting them get out there and get some fresh air, and not always being cooped up in the stale air of that stall. So keep those things in mind. It's nothing wrong with having a stall, but if you do keep them in a stall, make sure you're prepared to manage that time well.